Sean Evans.
We've come
What about the IP? You own the IP?
No, I don't touch I don't have, the IP is locked in a box with me on the outside. But I'm not
Is that a problem?
Nah, not really. I mean, I think, at this point, we've been doing it for like so long. And, who knows where it goes or like how big. You always just feel like you catch lightning in a bottle. So like month over month, you just kind of like build on that. But I don't know. What if you think about it in like terms of like your career being like a much longer time period, you know? Like, is this one project of many? Is it everything? You know what I mean? And if it is, I mean, ultimately, like, maybe I'm an idiot for thinking this way, but I was just like lucky to end up here and in like this position. And I'm a chicken wing talk show host and stuff's pretty good. So then you start thinking about that and
it's gotta
put a smile on your face.
That's a healthy way to look at it.
It's healthy, but if I was you, I would be bitter as fuck.
Well, of course you would be.
Life's too short. Life's too
That's
short.
the only way Ethan knows.
But
if I was you, because look, you are Hot Ones. You
Right.
and your partner Chris, right?
Right.
Who's
Who is
backstage
here
right now?
backstage?
Chris, could you just say hi on
Is he a
Dan's
secret
camera?
character?
Is
Do
he
people know
secret?
what he looks like?
No, I've seen him in pictures
Chris,
all the time.
yeah. Those who
Okay.
know.
Those who know.
There's Chris.
Yeah, there he is. He's active. He's back. Yeah. So he is the. You guys are partners.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. So if I was you guys,
Yeah.
I can't imagine
Let me take some notes.
because you guys are Hot Ones. You guys made the show. I mean, I don't know.
So who has the IP?
It's got to be. It's
television?
complex.
Right,
Or
right.
complex? Okay.
You might say it's complicated.
Yeah. Well, it's that's how it
but
goes.
it's
Like
the
if you make
first
something in the
season.
context of
Right.
Are you
a
going to
media
do more
company.
seasons
Yeah, I mean to
Of
me,
the TV show, you mean?
of the TV show?
yeah. If we're lucky enough to
Well, we'll
run
see.
it back,
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
going,
It's
you
gonna
know.
be a hit.
So you can always renegotiate stuff, no?
Yeah, exactly. And it's a good
it's the
team
first
now.
season.
Well,
so-
last time I saw you, you were feeling underappreciated.
yeah. Well, I feel a little bit better now.
You're feeling more appreciated. That's good. At least there's that.
yeah, exactly. I feel
Are you feeling more appreciated or much more appreciated?
much more appreciated
Nice.
Are you
than
feel-
last time we met,
Yeah,
for sure.
Good,
yes,
good.
the last time we
good.
hung out.
You and well deserved.
Thank you. I
Yes.
appreciate that, Ethan.
Very, very well deserved. And Chris, are you feeling very, very, very much more appreciated? Give me thumb. Put your hands up if you're feeling appreciated. Put them
This
high.
feels good.
Put them if you're more. Yeah, he's putting them very high. Yeah, he's putting up as high as he can.
And that's an important thing too, for Chris to feel that,
Absolutely. We
I
love
like
Chris.
that
What does Chris do?
is fully behind
Chris-
the scenes. That's
Yeah.
kind of like what I was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But
Well, I need
your
a pretty
star shine's
face.
Too bright.
Yeah, I need a pretty face. Chris, what is your
go.
title within the complex organization?
GM of First We Feast.
What do you say?
GM of
Yeah.
First
GM
We
of
Feast.
First We Feast.
What is GM?
General manager?
Yeah.
General Motors?
General Motors of First We. He's CEO of Chicken Wing.
So how many people do you report to, Chris? I mean, how many people are above you? And
How many people are above me?
yeah.
Tough question to answer, but
Like-
I'm the head of the First We Feast brand,
Okay.
which ladders into Complex Networks. So if you guys need something done, you got a friend in us.
Okay, so wait. So when there's decisions made about First We Feast, do you need to go to anyone, or the buck stops with you?
We make creative decisions, but of course there are legal and
Sure.
revenue decisions that'll be collaborative. But
Collaborative.
creatively, yes.
Okay. And do you own a piece of the IP of First We Feast?
I do not.
Damn. Not even Chris.
Are you an entertainment lawyer?
He should
And-
be.
I know some.
Yeah.
Can we sign up with you?
Yeah, I know some. That's the problem when you create a show like you guys. It's a runaway success. You don't get that. You don't get the lawyer involved early enough because you just don't even know.
And too, but at the time that it came out, like who's to know? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It wasn't like
Exactly.
I think that the things that made Hot Ones possible, like a thing that could be successful, were not things that even existed when the show started.
Here's my game plan for you guys, and you're doing it right, Chris. Are you listening?
He's all ears.
This is for both you guys.
Yeah.
And you're doing it. You're doing it perfectly. You get it so big. You've got the TV show. You've got the YouTube
Right.
show. It's already got this incredible momentum that's uncontrollable. that's when you say, we quit. And you have to mean it. And trust
Right,
me, I know
right.
this from people who have done this with the biggest IPs you can imagine that I can't say, but Hila knows what I'm talking about. You say, if we don't get a piece of the action, we're done. And do you know what they're going to say? Yes, you get a piece.
Maybe. Maybe.
You
Or
don't go in with this attitude.
Or no,
No,
I
maybe.
I think like at some point you'll just be like, at some point it's like a thing.
Any
where
point.
if
Get
you're
something on the
happy
back.
with the body of work, that you feel fine turning the page on it.
Yeah,
you know
you-
what I mean? And
yeah.
at that point, I guess
You seem content.
life is good. That's
Yeah.
that's the way I look
Ethan,
at
who
it.
are we to
Life is
give
good.
any advice anyway?
No, well, I think you're good. I would say that, Ethan. You're somebody I've gone to quite a bit.
Well, there you have it, Hila. Apparently you're wrong. Do you think I'm overstepping my bounds, Hila?
Perhaps.
Oh.
But it's all right. It's a hot
I thought it's interesting.
But no, I do too, and I actually,
And frankly,
I like this sort of-
I want to look.
like this.
I want to look after these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where it comes from. Is just
Yeah.
sort of like the creative flag, that you're trying to fly. In the
Imagine
face of
Jerry
these
Seinfeld
things.
didn't have a piece of Seinfeld. The guy's he's like, oh well, yeah, I made $20 million. No, Seinfeld's a billionaire, Hila.
Well, Hot Ones ain't Seinfeld.
Well, not yet,
Yeah, right.
but I could see syndication. Can you syndicate YouTube videos? I think it's in perpetuity.
no,
No, Hila, come on. The people need to know what's going on here. But he's happy.
but that's
you're
true.
happy. That's what I care about.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
And-
But that is true because that's like what comes after us is just totally the wild, wild west, where it's true. Like nobody owns the pipes anymore, and people are able to pop from inside their bedrooms or their garages or like with one camera or something. And maybe you do end up in a position where something larger can be the sunlight and the water that helps that seed grow into something bigger, or maybe you don't need that. So it's a good lesson to whoever's watching this that has an idea for the future, or like whatever, in a way to lock it down and own the biggest part you can while being strategic about how you can make it grow.
So on the TV show, you're getting a fee per episode? Is that's how it usually works?
Yeah, exactly.
Good. And 20 episodes is a big order for the first season.
Game shows are awesome. I always think about the jobs in entertainment that no one ever leaves. And it seems like no one ever leaves a
That's
late
so
night show
true.
and no one ever leaves a game show.
Yeah.
And that's because you can shoot 20 episodes in like a
So
week and a half.
So you guys shot 20 episodes. How long do you shoot those in?
We were in Atlanta for 2 weeks to do that.
And how long's that season gonna run on True TV?
I mean, I
3
don't
months,
know.
right?
That's up to people who, not me, but like, yeah, you can. That could be. I don't know. It could end up being like on a game show or whatever. You can end up doing like a year's worth of shows in like less than a month or so. In a couple weeks.
And how was the scheduling? Grueling?
Yeah,
in that time?
it's crazy. It's crazy, especially at that time. That was definitely. I'm probably in the middle of the busiest 3 months that I've ever had in my life.
And you still made it here?
Still made it. Well, of course, I made it here. But
See, Hila?
but
Thank you, Sean.
because we were ending one season, had that like around the holidays break, which most people would use to spend time with family and
No.
stuff. No,
No.
game
Absolutely
show,
not.
hammer that up, and then hammer up like the next season of the show that we're doing now. And so that was
Yeah.
all happening like 1, 2, 3, like back to back to back.
So you're on the tail end of this extremely busy period.
Yeah,
you
so
gotta be
we'll-
feeling a little.
But it must feel so productive.
Yeah.
like-
yeah, it feels good. And then I also feel too, like right now it feels like, all right, or we just shovel the driveway, almost done. And then it just like snows again.
Yeah.
But it's all good stuff. Like it's all blessings, just, opportunities, begetting other opportunities, and then just trying
Yeah.
to make the most out of all of them.
I think that show's gonna be a hit. I can't wait to watch it. I'm gonna DVR that shit right when I get
Thank
home.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Do you know that work? Do you get views on DVR? Like, does
Yeah, I
that
think
count?
that
Well,
helps.
they
That
probably
helps.
count
That's
like
important.
rating,
Yeah.
right?
Because I was
DVR, they're big into DVR.
okay. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DVR that shit.
I always wonder how they do ratings on TV. It's just such
I'm
bullshit.
sure they count that into the rating.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but because I always think about that, like when they do album sales and stuff, and they're like, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh,
album
who-
sales is total bullshit. Now.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, what is it? Who's
They do
buying
this
albums
shit.
and shit?
You know about this, Hila? These artists start bundling their albums in when you buy something else, and then it counts as a sales. Like you buy like a
Oh, and you get a free
you buy like a fucking
a towel.
a towel. and they're like, "Oh, you get a free album of whoever's new album."
Here's a phone update.
And then
you
they-
get the YouTube.
And then that counts
yeah.
as a sale.
Wow.
There's all kinds of tricks. So what I'm going to be doing for Sean is setting up. I wonder if like I could set up 1,000 TV
Yeah,
DVR.
like if you could go into like a Best Buy or something, and then
DVR, baby.
Yeah,
DVR
appreciate
farm.
that. Yeah.
I got you. Won't need it though.